I'm joined today by Gregor Schmidt and Onno Adriaansens of RSM International. Thanks very much for joining us today in the London offices here. Gregor, just give me an update if you can on RSM. You're new to the position of Head of Europe, so just give me an idea of the business strategy and priorities.
RSM aims to be the first choice advisor for middle market clients, and this actually is reflected in our slogan, the power of being understood, which says in a nutshell that we want to be a very, very close by partner of the firms and the families we advise. So we try to listen very carefully first, to learn from our business partners and clients. Then we advise so that the client succeeds by having a solution for the issues they have.
Real estate is the sector that you're particularly looking at, Onno, and the ability to be able to understand across continental Europe, where there are several different languages, is an interesting thing in its own self. How do you see at the moment the real estate sector within RSM? What are how are you seeing that business develop?
Well, advisory services on tax, financing, legal is getting more and more important for every member firm of the RSM International Group. For instance, the RSM UK operation comprise more than 10% of their service in the real estate market. And we see the same figures in other countries. So clearly we have in-depth knowledge and in-depth expertise in all these countries across the service line which we have.
And Gregor, how do you see the European market within the global context?
I would say Europe is very closely connected to all the other regions like North America, Asia Pacific, South America, Africa, etc. And we really see how attractive Europe is for overseas investors to do business within Europe, and that also comes across when you have a look at the real estate market. And that's why real estate is growing, and we think it's so important also for us as RSM to join our forces across all countries within Europe. And we are teaming up and connecting the people that have in-depth knowledge, expertise and experience within the real estate sector to be a great partner for those investors and real estate driven and interested firms.
Just picking up Gregor's point there, Onno, are you seeing new capital coming in? Are you seeing more cross-border activity with investors wanting to put their capital to work in Europe?
Absolutely. And that's also the reason we recognized this trend a few years ago, and we thought at that moment that it would be worthwhile to create the European real estate sector team. So we can provide our customers, our clients, a one-stop shop. Instead of using different advisors and even worse, using different firms when you're doing your business here in Europe or you want to invest in European real estate. So we definitely see that.
Are you seeing more capital, more interest still coming into real estate in Europe?
I think the investment in 2017 was 285 billion euros, and it's increasing every year by 10%, so in a very rapid way.
What are you seeing, I suppose, as the challenges for the firm at the moment or for your clients in the current market?
From client perspective, is definitely that we have so many different countries. It's a very diverse region, and you have to put in mind when investing anywhere the specificities of the market from a cultural perspective, from a regulative perspective, from perspective of tax and tariffs, and to have all that in mind and to sort it out is quite complex and difficult. And that's why we think it's so important that we have a solution then for our clients as just one service provider or one team, so we can hopefully solve all the issues our clients have.
And Onno, we're increasingly seeing in the real estate market a move towards the alternative sectors, student housing, parking. What's your sense of that? Is that areas that your clients are also moving into?
Student housing, college housing is a very attractive investment right now. But we have to look into if that is the same in every European country. It could be different in Italy if you compare it, for instance, in the UK or in the Netherlands.
Obviously, Europe has a number of different jurisdictions. How much are you seeing regulatory tax issues beginning to have an influence on your clients?
Oh, absolutely. And ATAT, for instance, is a very big European regulations and has definitely a lot of influence on the returns on investments for our investors. So we definitely have to look into that from a European point of view.
Thanks very much, Onno and Gregor, for joining us today and giving some insights on RSM, the strategy that you're following, and also your views on the market. Thank you for that.